Welcome to Mini Stories, where we will be listening to Reddit stories. Am I the asshole for flirting with 19-year-old girls and defending myself when being called a predator? I'm 31 and recently ended a long-term relationship. I was broken. I recently went to this cool restaurant/bar downtown with one of my buddies to have a good time. Anyone of any age can come in. While we were there was a girl who was celebrating her 19th birthday. They sang happy birthday and they were allowed an outside cake with 19 on it. The birthday girl was pretty, so I wanted to go chat her up. Her friends were super cute too. My buddy told me to leave them alone and that they looked like babies. He didn't want to go over at first, but since the breakup, every other woman but my ex has been invisible. So he went to Wingman with me. We walked over and wished her a happy birthday. I thought things were going well and the women were laughing. Then all of a sudden one of the girls snaps at me to take a fucking hint, R. Kelly. I was taken aback and just said, "Excuse me." She said to read the room and that they were uncomfortable. Another asked us to go away. I was going to go, but I was really bothered by the R. Kelly comment. I said it's fucked up to call me a predator when we are all adults here. My buddy wanted to leave, but I stood my ground. The birthday woman said that it didn't matter. It's weird for someone my age to hit on them, especially when they make it obvious that they are uncomfortable. Then made another R. Kelly comment by asking if she looked like Aaliyah to me, which upset me again. I apologized for making them uncomfortable, but that didn't give them the right to call me a predator. One of the women said it was a personal problem. I said that adults are allowed to hit on the adults. It's not a crime. One woman just asked why I was still standing there and yelled at me to go away. I was pissed off, and when I left, their entire table was singing a remix to Ignition and laughing their asses off. I was furious and humiliated. When we sat back down, I was seething. My buddy said that it was my fault for not seeing the signs that they were uncomfortable. To him it was obvious, so he wanted to go. He called me a delusional. I pointed out that they were laughing and he said it was just uncomfortable laughter. I told him that I had every right to be mad about being called a predator when they were all 18 to 19. It's a horrible accusation to make. My ex was 6 years older than me. He said that they weren't calling me a predator, just weird for going for teens. He said it was wrong of them to sing after me and that was bullying. But I should have left long before that. I felt like he should have stuck up for me. Was I wrong for sticking up for me or for hitting them on the first place? I was respectful and not creepy at all too. Edit, for the record, I do date women my age and older. This was the first time I approached much younger women. Edit, alright guys, I get it. I let my pride get in the way of things here. Can't fix it, we'll do better next time. Relevant comment, wicked_Nix. You're the asshole. For being creepy, not taking a hint, and arguing about it to women who asked you to leave. You're upset about being called a predator but don't seem to care that your inappropriate behavior made a group of women in public feel uncomfortable. Tackabelly, typical nice guy. Corin 20. The table singing remix to Ignition was also hilarious in how badly it pissed off the OP. Miss Brightside 13. He is extra you're the asshole for standing his ground when they asked him to leave. What did he think would happen? They would admire his persistence and realize they were wrong all along and he was actually a nice guy who they should all sleep with. Sorka 16. Or they'd all look sheepish and he could leave like a boss having owned all those bitchy women. That was easy. Then the entire restaurant would clap. Sorka 16. And all the women would throw their knickers at the clear alpha male. Reptilian fool. You're the asshole. The fact that both the girls and your friend easily recognized that it was creepy to hit on her should tell you that it wasn't okay. Probably untrue. The rare moment that an Am I the Asshole post turns out to be the asshole, praise be. Frey the butthole. You're the asshole, you're 31 hitting on a 19-year-old, and you can't confirm how old the other girls were, probably around 17, 18, and 19. That's very creepy and you made them uncomfortable and then didn't take a hint, then got mad when they had to be mean to you for you to go away and you still didn't go away. This is predatory behavior and I'm not really sure what you thought was gonna happen. Verdict, removed before verdict render. One of the young women in the group at the restaurant found the post. We called a guy trying to hit on us, Kelly, then we sang Ignition. He made a post here about Reddit account before, but my journalism TA showed us it and sometime I'll just check the front page for news. Earlier I saw a post up there that basically described my birthday dinner like 3 weeks ago. At first, I didn't GAF, but now I just felt the need to clarify a few things. Even though I know most people called him an asshole. Some people got aggy about the Kelly comment and singing Ignition. Was it mean? Yes. But I'm done being nice to creeps. This was not a bar. It was a bar and grill, but it was mainly a restaurant that just happened to serve drinks. We were sitting near a family. So we weren't in a setting where people go to get hit on. We were minding our business and a-keeking in the corner. He came and wished me a happy birthday. I said thanks and we all went back to our conversation. I did appreciate being told happy birthday. But he stuck around. We laughed uncomfortably and went back to our conversation. He stuck around and kept interrupting us. Each time he said something, we nodded and then turned our backs to him. We said, thank you, bye, a few times. But he was still standing there, talking to us. His friend kept finding excuses to leave. I was annoyed, uncomfortable and disgusted, but I gave him a respectful okay, have a good night. Here's some cake for home, bye. But he grabbed the cake and sat down in our booth. He said the night's not over yet. Then my friend just snapped, and if she didn't I was going to. When she called him Kelly, she wasn't accusing him of being a pedo, but a creep. 30-year-old guys who hit on us are creepy and disgust us, point blank period. We were nice the entire time and I even gave them a million hints and cake for the road. His friend was even finding reasons for them to leave. Then he had the audacity to stand there and fight us on it. I told him that he was way too old for us and it was creepy from the start. When he left we started singing Ignition among ourselves, not singing it after him. It's a throwback that our parents put us on. Instead of crying over our night being ruined by a creep, we turned it into a fun moment with karaoke. P.S. When he asked us our age and gave us his, we became a million times more uncomfortable. Guy was 30 trying to get with 18-year-olds at a birthday dinner. We're used to old men bothering us and it's always gross. To that if he wasn't ugly a crowd, he was a decent-looking, fit guy. If never met him, I'd set him up with my aunt. But he was in his 30s and that is way too old. This isn't porn, and I haven't met a single girl desperate for 30-years-old divorced dick. Being called illegal is demeaning. Everything about it was sickening. When we came over, announced his age, then asked us ours, I almost yacked. It was like he was eyeing us, at a family restaurant. Fuck outta here. I'm tired of having to be polite to guys who are creepy and disrespect. Edit, 30-year-olds aren't gross by being 30. Everyone gets older. 30-year-olds who bother you to flirt during the birthday dinner are. Edit, I really appreciate the support, but please don't spend your money on gold for me. That's not why I posted, but I do appreciate. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, like, comment, share and subscribe.